Hello everyone, this is Richard and this is the OPCG analysis for May, I'm sorry, for not for May, for the 13th of December of this year. Let's get this out the way. So start with the premium booster. First, of course, is Marco. The selling price has dropped significantly by almost 34%, so it's a good buy low window, and the market price has increased by 31%. As always, this card is always at the top, so there's always the demand. And this week, funny enough, he actually dropped to number two. The first time in since I started this drop solo. It's been about like 6 weeks now, if not more. But yeah, this Marco card is still a good investment. Just big news that he actually finally fell out number one. Next is the EBO2 Luffy card. It's just a good looking Luffy card. The market price has nearly doubled, which is why I added it on here. It was insane. When the selling price is only about $90. The only caveat is that the market price, I'm sorry, the selling price is also increasing, but this like sharp increase in market price just makes it a really good buy. Next is OP13. Of course, we have the Roger wanted poster. The selling price has dropped in half. So it's now 123, which isn't something to scoff at, but it's definitely not bad. And the market price has gone up. So Roger is just doing very well in the charts in general. So buy now, reap the benefits. This card is easy to sell, and because the price has just been chopped, this is probably a really good opportunity before it rises again. Next is the Luffy parallel card. Last week, I brought this up last week. I said it was a bit of a risk, but I did predict for it to do well, and it has. So regular price is down 3%, and market price is up 36%, which is a fairly good number. So it's very cheap for a card like this. Is pretty cheap at $48. But I do expect the price to continue to increase, and just the market price to increase as well. So this is still a bit unclear how this is going to go, but I do say it's going to do very well. It's a good investment. And next is Legacy of the Master Kuma. Of course, this sparked all the Kuma card. The market price is increasing, so this is 69.85% on top of last week's 27%. So this is a very strong opportunity for profit, honestly. This card is rank one and it's been rank one for the past 4 weeks. I don't know the exact amount, but it's been the rank one for a while. So showing consistent demand and excellent potential. As I said, high price point there, but it's not a high price point. So it's around $30 or so. So this is one of the cheaper cards and one that's just guaranteed to grow. So this is it's a good investment. Next is it wouldn't be a Richard OPCG video without an ace card. So the market price has increased 4% and the selling price has dropped. So things have slowed down with this card specifically. The reason it's on here is because ace card is just doing well in general, even though it has slowed down, like I said. And also the selling prices dropped. So at that, why not? So just buy low, sell high opportunity, just because ace cards are the new meta. Next is a Fist of Divine Speed. We have the Sussy card, which is doing fairly well. Like, and it's very unique in that sense. Like, there are no other real Sussy cards that otherwise doing this well. At least that I've noticed. So this card has premium art and a strong KO effect, 12% growth in market price. Usually reverse from last week. He wasn't doing so hot last week, but now it's better. And selling price has finally dropped to under $100, so it's a good time to buy. I've noticed this a lot, especially this week, unlike last week's. With certain cards, like a lot of them, the selling prices have been dropping, while the market price has been booming. So this is just maybe I'm not too familiar if this happens often because it's the first time I've seen it happen at such a wide scale. But I feel like this might be a rare opportunity where things are kind of slowing down a little bit. So, and then when things inevitably pick back up, especially with certain cards like the ace cards or whatever the new meta is going to be, maybe Nami cards or Bowl cards, when those pick back up. This card as well, this Stussy card, you'll be well prepared because you bought it during the lows. Next to this 040 Luffy Ultimate Art card, 12% growth in market price. This has great utility, just especially with attack heavy purple builds. And just in general, Luffy variants sell quickly just because the character is so popular and on top of utility. So it'll just be easy to get rid of when prices do increase. So it won't be hard to sell. Next, second to last deck, Royal Blood. I have this Uso Hachi card. I'll come back to this one, but it is a card that's doing very well. Next is Divine Departure card. So the market price increased 27% on top of the 16%, and then the selling price remained flat at 31. So this is a good event card. It's a strong finisher, and then just event cards of this quality. Like I said last week, if event cards of this quality will show steady demand from competitive players, especially looking to upgrade their decks aesthetics. There are, especially compared to last week, there are a lot of some similarities in this deck, like these set of cards. There are some key differences, which I will point out later. But yeah, it's more or less the same thing as last week, just with like small differences. Like this Divine Departure card is going to be there. A couple ace cards from last week, especially that SP card was here. But of course, they're here because they're doing well. Even though, so especially that ace card specifically has slowed down. This Luffy card, the price increased 48%, which was very unique to me, and the selling price remained flat for the second week in a row. It's done that. It's a rare opportunity to make real profit. So it's a stylish alternate art, and it's a very popular, affordable manga alternatives. Because I don't know if you can see it, this is manga like art. Obviously, it's colored. Assuming you literally take the color out of this, you could be able to fool people into manga art. And it's only $14. I think this is probably, if I had to pick like most obvious investment, this card would be it. And this is likely to grow, and it's going to be easy to sell in the future. Next is the Emperors of the New World set, and I want you to stay with me as I say this. I say the good cards are all the cards, because I don't know if you can see right here, the prices have dropped like just across the board on these cards, right? You ignore the very expensive ones, like this manga card that's literally almost $2,000. And you look at other cards like this Roger card, which is 15, selling market price is 24, right? Or this one that's selling for 60. That's selling for 60, even though the market price has dropped as well. These cards are not too expensive, especially this alternate art Roger, which is bound to do well. You can get double for it on the market once you buy it. These cards are doing very well. And something I noticed is that like I've never really seen this sharp decrease in price before, and which makes my theory is that this deck is getting old, and so maybe they're trying to get rid of them, if that makes sense. But it's one of those that if you get them now, especially when you're seeing prices like drops of 68%. If you're seeing drops of 68%, why not get them? And they're inevitably gonna go up again. So yes, for the Emperors of the New World deck, I say all cards are worth checking out. If not, at least most of them. Ignore the very expensive ones because of course they're just expensive. So key insights that I care, like saying mostly the same thing as last week. Few key differences: high rarity and cheap automatic buy. Like that Luffy card that I said was very like a manga card. I forgot the exact name. That is an automatic buy. I did not see why. This wasn't in presentation this week, but the Tachigi cards and the Ultima cards like that were automatic buys. They should be in stockpile. Again, ace cards are doing very well. It has slowed down this week. Prices on all cards, like I said previously, in the Emperors and New World deck have dropped immensely. Buy them now if you have the opportunity. If you have the means to buy them, buy now. And again, finally, as usual, as new sets come out, it's important to pay attention to the story to give a good idea of what's going to blow and what's not. Before I leave, let me bring it back to this card, this Usohachi card, because I believe I made the same mistake last week. I feel a little embarrassed, but this card in Royal Blood, look at the market price, 102, selling price is 79. It's a good looking card, and let's look at the growth. Look at the growth from this sharp drop, and then it's just been nuts. All of from the beginning of this month actually up. This is slowing down. It's starting to flatten out but just going off my gut here, as it flatten out, it's gonna go back up again. So yes, which is why I put it on here, and it was why it was on here last week as well. So yeah, this card is definitely a good investment. Plus, it just looks cool. Look at that. It's pretty unique. And look at the 3 here, so it's gonna be circulation for a little bit. All right, but thank you for listening. That's it for this week, and I will be back again. If I'm not working on another project, I do not believe I am, but I'll be doing both of these concurrently. It will be a little rough, but I should be able to do it. But I will be seeing you next week. Thank you.